North side of the house. Trees should not be closer to the structure than 24 inches. 24 feet. High soil along the north side of the master bedroom. This should be rigid foam instead of soft foam. Disconnect is fine. It should have been sealed. Ran out that Schrader valve should have been included here. The coils are pretty clean. A little bit dirty. High soil on the west bedroom. We got some stair step cracks between the brick and mortar underneath the west side, underneath the middle bedroom north side. Okay, kind of hard to see those kinds of cracks when the exterior brick has been painted. These are soffit vents, so they're air intake vents, and they've been painted over and they're dirty and you're not getting the right airflow coming in this way. Spanish tile roof. Not sure what kind of a vent that is, but if that is what I think it is, and it's an exhaust flue vent, then tape should not be on that for a gas appliance. We'll find out when we do the interior. Water drains. The rain gutters discharge to the exterior. This is the remnants or some kind of a homemade or unconventional lawn irrigation system. This house does not have a sprinkler system. Wood mulch underneath the drip line, next to the house and underneath the drip line. That's conducive to wood destroying insects. Coming over here, this is the water supply line. It should have been supported. It should have been insulated. It's registering at 90 psi. I allow a little bit for my equipment, but it's still over 80, and so the water pressure is a little high here. This is the water clean out, the wastewater clean out valve right here by the front. It looks like someone tried to install one or something. There should have been the double one here, but obviously there's not. But that's your clean out. Coming across here, this is your water meter. That is your cheater wheel or paddle, and that's how you tell if that's moving. Then go look for the leak. You got a leak on the water supply side. This is still, so the assumption is that we do not have any water supply leaks at this time. Spanish tile again. Let's go back to the front just for a moment. This is called a water table when it's wall construction. It's what architects call this. There isn't any way for a home inspector to determine the quality, or even if there is a drainage plane, continuous drainage plane along this wall. We just don't know. The vintage, probably not. These are called weep holes. They allow water vapor and water to exit the patio. Coming along here, everything looks pretty much normal. Trees too close. Got a little bit of sway in these soffits. You're going to notice that when you have a long or a large wide soffit like this and this vintage, they're just not going to be letter perfect. Coming along here, we're in the kitchen area. Still the walls relatively well. Now over there we had PVC. We've got cast iron in here. I'll take a better look at that in a little bit. This is a clothes dryer vent. Seems to be okay. Coming along here, we're on the south side of the garage. Okay. Garage car door. You got this buckling on the door right there. Buckling on the door, bottom two panels. The exterior wall should not be in direct contact with the cement. And then obviously the driveway's cracked, you can see, and this is up enough. That could be a trip hazard right there. More tape. Okay. That's probably for the, not for the clothes dryer. We'll find out what that's for. That is the kitchen vent hood. Not really attractive, but not a problem either. It should be, by the way, excuse me, that vent hood should have a flap on it. That's passive. That's old school, no longer accepted. Let's come through the front door. There's going to be some redundancy here. Coming through the bathroom. Excuse me, the laundry. This door should have a self-closing spring on it. There's not a step between the garage and the living space, and nor is there one required. We got a lot of garage storage in here. We got the damage to the bottom two door panels. That's true. We got the door handle, which is good. The manual door lock has not been decommissioned. There is a safety notice posted on the door. The courtesy light works. You do have an emergency. You didn't see it, but the spring is present. Now the control wires, they're not probably supported, and they're not supported with insulated staples. This is how you get into the attic space. This is the door opener. It's control button. It's 5 feet above the ground, so it's totally acceptable. It's not illuminated, and you don't have a warning sticker. And that's the emergency control for the garage. Lots of garage storage. Observation is going to be limited here. Coming through the garage pedestrian door to the exterior. A window is allowed in these doors, so that's not an issue. Again, painted, hard to tell. Fence here. This is your gas meter. It's inside the fence. That's the alley. That pot should be a minimum of 6 inches above grade. Okay, we're coming along here. We've got passive wind turbines. One of them's turning, one of them's not. Electric power above grade. It's called your service drop, and it's in the trees. And the trees should be cut back away from it. Over there, a little bit right here. We're moving back around to the north side of the house, on the other side of the fence. The rain gutter does not discharge far enough away. We've got massive storage. This is the electric service panel, and I got to tell you, that door was a booger to get open. In an emergency, you're going to want to get into it quick. So some attention should be paid to that door. Otherwise, the installation looks real well, straight. I'm having trouble finding anything wrong with it. So this is my best shot. I mean, not that I have to find something wrong with it, but this is hand labeled, and it should not be. It should be printed out and weather resistant, and it should be sealed where it attaches to the wall so that moisture can't work its way into the wall system. Same thing for the meter box. And I don't see this is obviously is a recent installation. It's a real pretty installation compared to what I usually see. But I don't see a green tag. I don't see a building permit. So whoever did this knew what they were doing, but a city code inspector hasn't signed off on this. That's the meter. Excuse me. That is the grounding rod. And we've got another one right over here, and you should have two, and that's good. Neither one of them are buried. Okay. If you're pulling enough ohms, this is probably not an issue. There's another one of those weep holes we were talking about. Probably not an issue if you're pulling enough ohms, but we don't know that, and code says it's supposed to be buried. Okay, that's an 8-foot rod, so I guess that's a 7 foot 6 inch, or 8 foot 6 inch. Anyway, like I said, this is where the gas enters the house. All this should have been moved out. The gas comes in from the meter, comes in here, and enters the house over here. That should be sealed. This should be sealed. Keep critters out.